What is going on, my fast friends? Welcome to the Moto-R channel. We are in the Moto-R garage once again, and today we are going into maintenance with the Kawasaki Z900, specifically switching out brake pads. So actually on this last track day, I wanted to get my brake pads switched out, but I didn't get the chance to, and they were saying that my brake pads were good enough. We have about 11,000 miles on the Z900 right now, and I think it's time to switch out the brake pads. So the two things we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take out the old brake pads. We're gonna take a look at it, see where the wear is. Obviously, everybody who rides wears out their brake pads differently. I usually use front brake like all the time, just because I'm so used to that habit on the track that even when I'm on the street, I only use front brake unless I'm going into an emergency stop. For the most part, I use this motorcycle for commuting and for the occasional track day, but I've taken the Z900 on more track days than I've taken any other bike. And more than likely, you know, medium braking to hard braking on the track, it's gonna get a little bit more wear than your normal commuting on the street. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go pop these old ones open and take a look at it and see where we're at. All right, so our brake pads are basically right here. And what you're gonna need is a 5mm Allen. And you're gonna go ahead and pop this brake pad bolt off. Now remember, when you pop it off, there's going to be a little spring here that you need to grab onto. It's got this spring right here, so you got to hold that down, and there you go. You're going to want to clean this as much as you can as well, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. So you have this spring right here that you would pull out, that you would also have to clean up. And you can use brake cleaner or something like that. Just remember how it goes in. And here comes the left brake pad. It's actually not that bad for the amount of riding that I've done. I mean, that's pretty good. So we'll go pull out this one right here. Same thing. Not too bad. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clean this and brake pad pin as well. You can use a product like this is a brake parts cleaner that I'm going to use, that I picked up at my local shop. I'm going to go ahead and clean it, and we'll come back and install the actual new brake pads that we just bought. Alright, so I got it pretty much cleaned. It doesn't have all that brake dust residue, and that should be good for that. We're gonna go ahead and get this double H centered brakes on, and it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is slide it in like we had taken out the former, and you gotta make sure that you don't push it in all the way, because now, so you gotta make sure you align them. I grab this clip. The wider side is going to be on top. The narrower side is going to be on bottom. Kind of line it all up. Get the pin in there, and then go ahead and lock it back. And there you go. First brake pads on the left side are in. We're gonna go take a look at the brake pads on the right side. All right, so same thing here. Pop it off. Go ahead and pull that pin, and then pull the clip about the same as the right side, but we're gonna go ahead and exchange it for the new ones after we go ahead and clean the pin and the clip as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get these new brake pads in. And again, all you gotta do is make sure they're aligned and throw them in. If you're looking for the part number for this, it's gonna be FA347HH. That's FA347HH. All right, so the brakes are on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the streets and I'm gonna show you how to brake in the brakes. There's a specific way once the new brake pads are on there. I'll see you guys on the street.
Alright guys, what is going on? We are on the roadway and I'm going to show you how I brake in pads. It's not necessarily what everybody does, but this is just how I do it. So I go up to about 30 miles an hour and I go with soft braking, just like that. And I try to do it at least 10 times, 8 to 10 times. So I'm 30 and then I hit the brake slowly, back down. Make sure no one's behind me. So go from 30, hit the brake slowly, all the way down. Try to get to about down to 10 miles an hour. Yep. We got a bike behind me, I think. Yep. Sometimes you gotta press in that clutch so your bike doesn't die. That's about, what, 7 times maybe? What I try to do after this is I'll go up to about 45 miles an hour and I'll do the same thing about 10 times. There we go. Probably be easier to do 45, 50 miles an hour right around here. Always got to make sure no one's right behind you. I'm slowing down. You want like mid braking. Like there's cars behind me. I'm go a little bit faster. Every time you get new brake pads, you kind of have to try to brake them in. So you got soft braking, and then of course you want to brake them in with a little bit of hard braking. Bring that down. And then after you do the 45 down to 10 a few times, you want to try 45, 50 maybe, and then try to go a little bit higher, like 75. I do it at about 8 to 10 times all over again. So once I get to some clear roads over here where there's no one behind me, I might go ahead and do that. And that's pretty much it for the install and the braking, guys. I'm actually heading to the gym right now, so I'm gonna make sure I get it done. but I'm not gonna have you guys sit here with me while I get it done. It's not really a big deal. Guys, I want to thank y'all for spending a little bit of time with me getting these brake pads installed. You could have been doing anything in this entire world, and you chose to spend a little bit of that time with your boy. I'll see you guys in the next one, y'all. Later.